Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for the match week 16 of the 2020-21 Scottish Premiership season. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game week for sure. Obviously, with both the old firm playing on the Sunday, it's going to be very, very interesting. So let's have a look at how we did 2 weeks ago. Match week 15, I got 6 points, including one perfect score. That was the 1-1 draw between St Johnstone and Motherwell. But after that, it wasn't very, very good. Has to be said that. Top scorer in the comments. I think it's his first time in the comments, actually, this season for sure. I have seen him previously. It's Wolf Enstein, and he got 9 points. So very, very well done. He got the Dundee United Hamilton prediction correct, and he also got Hibs Celtic correct as well. So very, very well done, Wolf Enstein. And obviously, big Jambo, so they might come back up next season, but we'll see what happens as well. But a lot has happened over the last 2 weeks, and I will try and get you up to speed with everything that has happened. So let's go through the games this week. We have Hamilton against Kilmarnock, Livingston against Dundee United, Motherwell against Hibernian, St Mirren against Aberdeen, Ross County against Rangers, and Celtic against St Johnstone. Now, the first game to preview and predict is Hamilton against Kilmarnock. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Hamilton, 2 draws, and two wins to Killie and 1 draw, and the last result was a 1-0 win to Hamilton. Well, Hamilton coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat to Dundee United in the last game. It wasn't a very good performance from Hamilton. I know they took the lead, but you do let Dundee United back into it, and unfortunately, that was the case for Hamilton. And this is the thing with Hamilton, they do need to start getting wins, because they will be caught adrift at the bottom of the table very, very shortly if they're not careful. That is for sure. Kilmarnock, they're coming off the back of a 2-1 win over Ross County. Very, very good performance from Killie. Good to see them getting back to winning ways. We shall see what happens in this one. But Hamilton always make it difficult for you whenever you go to New Douglas Park, or whatever it's called these days, the Globe B SSC Arena or something like that. But for this game, I am going to go for a Killie win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Kilmarnock in this game. Livingston against Dundee United. Now, the last 5 between the sides resulted in 3 wins to Livy, 1 draw, and 1 win to Dundee United. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Now, Livingston, let's just get up to speed. They lost to St Mirren, and then after that game, 5 days later, Gary Holt resigned as Livingston manager. Now, I haven't had a chance to obviously react to that news. I think it's been coming. I think it has been coming, unfortunately. There has been a few, things going on in and around, the dressing room, etc. And Gary said himself that he felt that he maybe have took the club as far as he could. But he's a fantastic manager for us. There's no denying that. 2 years of fantastic times with Gary Holt. The first Livingston manager ever to beat, Celtic. He beat Rangers as well. And he had a bit of an unbeaten record against Hibs and Hearts in Edinburgh. So sad to see him go. But the Lions did follow that up with a 4-0 win over Ayr United. Davy Martindale and Tony Keeg are supposed to be in charge for this game against Dundee United. Nothing new on the Livingston managerial situation as it stands, as I believe. Barry Ferguson was being mentioned, but I know he's doing well at Kelty, but it's a different kettle of fish when you come into the Premiership, and especially with Livingston. And I don't think he'd be a popular choice either. So whoever comes in Livingston, I think they've got a good group set of players. And you know what, Davy Martindale is still there. assistant as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, I mean, Livingston, poor performance against St Mirren, better performance against Dundee United, that has to be said. Dundee United, 2-1 win over Hamilton, as I've said. Good performance to get back from a goal down, of course, and win by 2-1. So very, very good. Livingston have a pretty good record against Dundee United. In fact, I don't think Livingston they've not lost since the Championship season to Dundee United. So I am going to go for a Livingston win. I think Livingston will take this one just. I'm going to go Livingston 2, Dundee United 1. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Livingston. Motherwell against Hibernian. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Hibs, 2 draws and 1 win to Motherwell. And the last result was a 0-0 draw between the sides. Motherwell, form is up and down a little bit, it has to be said. Back-to-back games against St Johnstone. They drew one of them. They drew one at McDermott Park, and then St Johnstone went to Fir Park and won 2-1. 2-1 was it? It was either 2-1 or 3-1. But yeah, Motherwell's form is a little bit up and down. So this is a good game. This is a very good game because, as I've said, Hibs, back-to-back 2-2 draws against St Johnstone and Celtic. I mean, the Celtic one, they should have had that out of sight. As I've said, we will come to Celtic's problems really, really shortly. But you have to say, Hibs should have won against Celtic. They probably should have lost against St Johnstone as well. But very, very well done to Hibs for getting the back-to-back draws. Leanne Dempster left the club as well. She's off to Queen's Park. So Hibs have lost a bit of a character in there, and I think she did very good things for Hibs. That is for sure. So, really, really hard one to call. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Hibs in this one. And actually, it's just been broken that apparently Dundee United manager Mickey Mellon and his team are self-isolating. So that could put Livingston Dundee United in doubt. We will see what happens there, but that's just come up on my screen there. So really interesting, really interesting. So keep an eye on that one. But I'm going to go for Motherwell 1, Hibs 2. St Mirren against Aberdeen. These two have just met, and it was a 2-1 win to St Mirren. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Aberdeen, 1 win to St Mirren, and 1 draw. And it was that St Mirren 2-1 win in the Cup. St Mirren are coming off the back, as I've said, of a 1-0 win over Livingston. Very good performance from them, and a good performance against Aberdeen in the Cup as well. So very, very well done to them. St Mirren, they did pick up the win against Livingston. They are sitting 11th right now, and they are 1 point behind Livingston. So it's going to be a really interesting end of season, it has to be said. Aberdeen, getting beat 4-0 at Ibrox. That's one thing that you have to say. It wasn't very good. And then they lost to St Mirren in the Cup, so that was not good. Not good at all. So for this game, I am going to go for an Aberdeen win. I think they will get revenge over St Mirren. St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 1. I'm going to say. And we move into the Sunday games, and it is Ross County against Rangers. Last 5 between the sides resulted in 5 wins to Rangers. The last result was a 1-0 win to Rangers. Ross County lose 2-1 against Kilmarnock and then go to Celtic Park in the Cup and win by 2-0. Very, very well done to Ross County. Yes, all the headlines were about Celtic. But what you have to say, Ross County played really, really well in that game. Thoroughly deserved to win as well. Very, very well done to Stuart Kettlewell's side. And they face Livingston in the next round as well, so they'll fancy their chances of a trip to Hampden. So good, well done to Ross County as well. Rangers just keep on going, don't they? 4-0 win over Aberdeen, 4-0 win over Falkirk as well. They're just absolutely flying right now. And the fact is, they are playing before Celtic, so they could move 14 points ahead of their rivals. It could be a big gap. I mean, 11 points is a big gap anyway, but 14 points, that would be a big gap as well. So I'm going to go for a Rangers win. I think the Rangers will be too comfortable here. Rangers to win 3-0 away at Ross County. I'm going Ross County 0, Rangers 3 in this one. And the final game to preview and predict, well, it's Celtic against St Johnstone. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 5 wins to Celtic. The last result was a 7-0 win to Celtic, but things have not gone good for Celtic recently. 2-2 against Hibs, okay, that wasn't very, very good. But then the 2-0 defeat to Ross County. Now, everyone be saying that Neil Lennon is a man definitely under pressure. I'm surprised he's still there. I am actually surprised he's still there. They are in Milan this evening, but whether or not they will win that game is another matter, and whether or not they, come away with, I mean, the Europa League, they're out of the Europa League anyway, so that game is just a dead rubber, really. You'd have to say. So, if they get hammered tonight, then I can see Lennon going. If they don't, then I think he will be in charge. But you feel he has lost the dressing room. You do actually feel he has lost the dressing room at Celtic. So big problems for Celtic, you'd have to say. So this is a big game. And as I've said, Rangers play before Celtic, and they could be 14 points behind Rangers. So that would be well bigger gap for sure. St Johnstone, as I've said, they are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Motherwell, and then they went to Fir Park and won 2-1, I think it was. So very well done to St Johnstone. So, well, Celtic have won the last 5 fixtures. Celtic's form is not the best. St Johnstone are on the up. I'm going to go for a shock win for the Saints. I think St Johnstone will go to Celtic Park, and I think they will win, and it could potentially spell the end of Neil Lennon's second spell as Celtic manager. Celtic 0, St Johnstone 2 I'm going to go for. So we'll see what happens. But that does it for SPFL Matchweek 16. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Wolfenstein, you will get a shout out in the next video. So, predictions very quickly. Hamilton 0, Kilmarnock 1. Livingston 2, Dundee United 1. I will say brackets, depending on what's happened at Dundee United. That game could be off. So we'll see what happens with that. Motherwell 1, Hibs 2. St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 1, Ross County 0, Rangers 3, and Celtic 0, St Johnstone 2. So that is it. That is Match Week 16 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Some very important games for sure. Ross County Rangers is the pick of the bunch for sure. But Celtic St Johnstone, that could be the game that could decide Neil Lennon's future as Celtic manager. So we'll wait and see what happens for that. But until then, it is goodbye from me. If you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on this video as well. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Enjoy your SPFL Match Week 16. Sure to be good. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.